Hello and welcome back to another one of Paul's beer reviews. Hope you're all doing well today. I have got a beer from Elusive Brewing to do for you. I haven't reviewed an Elusive beer for ages. Great brewery. Brewed one of my all-time favourites, the Oregon Trail West Coast IPA. I'm sure most of you are familiar with that one. But this is their American Red called Level Up. And as ever, Elusive gone with their 8-bit gaming style design on the can. Sort of Donkey Kong vibes going on with this one. So level 30, Nelson Sauvin and Simcoe hopped, 5% ABV, American Red. What's it say? Our flagship beer, Level Up, is an American red ale which lays 6 different malts against 2 hops to create a beer that's balanced whilst being full of flavour and aroma. Bright red in colour, this malty and hoppy wonder will draw you in and hug you like a blanket on a cold evening. So there we go. Contains water, barley, wheat, hops and yeast. And yes, Elusive, I think they're in Reading, Berkshire way. I believe they're in Reading. Pretty sure they're in Reading. Right next to Siren, mates with them, neighbours with them. So yeah, looking forward to this. I'm really into my red ales, red IPAs and things like that at the moment. I've been drinking a lot of red beers. Just really been in the mood for them. I'm really enjoying my sort of multi IPAs and multi pales and things like that at the moment, particularly the red style. So I was looking forward to this. I got this on Trembling Madness. Off the top of my head, I think I paid about £5 for it. It might have been just a bit less than that. But yeah, it certainly wasn't much more than a £5, that's for sure. So let's get this can out. Get the beer out of the can. Get it into my glass. And see what it's all about. There's the pour. And it's certainly pouring a beautiful red colour to it. Give it a wriggle. Good carbonation on this one. So a multi red ale, hopped with Nelson Sauvin and Simcoe. So Simcoe, American hops. Nelson Sauvin, obviously New Zealand hop. Both kind of grapefruity off the top of my head. Grapefruity vibes. But that is beautiful looking in the glass. Certainly a red ale, that's for sure. No messing. Half a finger just off white head, which does seem to be sticking. Nice lacing on the glass there with my little swirl. Let's get me snatting. See what the aroma's telling us. Oh, right, okay. There is a bit of a slightly tropical aroma. I wasn't expecting that. It's like a touch of passion fruit. A touch of pine. Not much in the way of grapefruit. A bit of grape maybe. There's something else in there I can't quite put my finger on. Interesting aroma. The malts aren't coming through as much as I thought they might. The hops seem to be doing most of the work on this aroma. But there is a touch of caramel. Okay, the aroma isn't exactly blowing my mind, but that's not always a bad thing. Let's get stuck in. Cheers. It's light, borderline thin, overly carbonated. Certainly a pininess, a piney element coming in, a touch of bitterness. I'm not getting enough malt character on this. Oh dear. Slight caramel flavour, very slight. Bit of dark fruit. like a sort of raisiny sultana type flavour, but it's really subtle. And there's a piney, slightly grapefruity sort of flavour towards the back end, with a little bit of bitterness. It's almost like a touch of licorice from the flavour. I'm not enjoying it. I'll be honest. I'm not enjoying this. It's weird. It's weird for me. I don't think the 6 varieties of malts that they've used in this beer are doing enough. They're not. There's certainly the colour, the mouthfeel, the texture on my palate, which again is minimal. What do they say with the ingredients? Barley, wheat, hops and yeast. I don't like it. I'm trying to, sometimes you drink a beer and you really want it to be good, and you're almost second guessing yourself. You're drinking it and you don't like it, but you're trying to convince yourself that you do like it, and sometimes there's just no point. I don't like it. I don't think it's very good. I'm actually quite disappointed. It's a shame, because I've really been enjoying my red beers lately. The balance between the malt and the hops just isn't there. The malts don't do enough. The hops have really taken over on this one. I doubt any dry hopping's gone into this. The aroma's really, really subtle. The warning signs were there when I smelt it in the first place. It's really uninspiring. Yeah, there's a slight piney, bitter finish to it. Slightest touch of sort of dark fruit, caramel. But it's all too subtle. It's all too meh. It's just a bit of a weak. It's just thin. It's weak and thin is kind of the best way I can describe this beer. It's it's just a bit of a letdown for me. That finish, I'm not really sure I'm enjoying the finish. The more I drink it, the more I'm disliking it. I'm trying to force myself to enjoy it, and there's just no point. That's a shame. That's a shame, but you can't win them all. Oh dear, that's not a good red for me. That's not a good red at all. You can get much, much better from smaller, traditional British brewers. Sometimes brewers just don't get it right. That's just the way it is. That's not a very good beer for me, unfortunately. I don't think that's a very good example of the style at all. It's not completely unpleasant, but it's not far off. I'm going to give it a 2 out of 10. Would be brutal. Elusive. Wow. Elusive. Level Up American Red. That's a bit rubbish for me. 2 out of 10. If you want to try it, Trembling Madness, you can definitely get it there, but I wouldn't recommend it. But there you go. So yes, Elusive Brewing Level Up American Red, 2 out of 10 for me. I hope you've enjoyed the review. Give it a thumbs up if you have. I do appreciate it. Till the next one. You take care.